Hello, hello people, how are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm alone today. The minister is not available. So first, before I dive into the video, I want to say happy Eid celebration to my Muslim brothers, sisters, families, subscribers, many more of it. Inshallah. By God's grace, I wish you people a joyful celebration. Even though before you'll be seeing this video, the Eid must have passed. This is us wishing you a happy celebration. Like the topic, I see lots of videos, even on TikTok. People make videos, lot of videos about how racism is in Germany and all that. And so I thought to myself, I've not experienced this. We have not experienced this before. And I see videos on TikTok of people saying racism exists in Germany. I even see videos of people saying they should stay off small towns, small villages and all that. People give their experiences of what they face as people or person of color and all that. Well, I'm just going to be speaking based on our own observation, how we've been treated so far. So, to me and my household, we've not experienced such before. And I even see videos of people in the bus where they say they don't want to sit beside them. Maybe it's because of color and all that. But there was something happened once in the bus, and a German to a German, because the buses, the way they are designed, they have the ones that they have the chairs for 2 seats, whereby you just have a seat beside you, just 2, and we have the ones for 4 seats. When we say 4 seats, which means 2 would be facing this side and 2 would be facing this side. So the 2 people sitting here are facing the 2 people sitting here. So it's just like a cubicle with chairs facing each other, making it 4 chairs. So generally what I notice is when you're in the bus, if you're seated on the seat that is 2 seats, just you and maybe a neighbor, nobody will sit beside you. And it's not because you're a person of color. I notice that is how it is done, and I think it's because of COVID. Because even in the bus, mask is still very, very compulsory. You can't enter into the bus without your face mask. And it's everybody, not you alone. When they come in and somebody is already seated on the seats that are so sick, nobody sits beside you. It's not because I'm a person of color. Even them themselves, they don't sit beside each other. In fact, people make it worse that when they come into the bus, they drop their bags on the seat. Not because of you. They don't even know if somebody of color is coming into the bus or not. They drop it. And you see other Germans, when they come in, everybody will just stand. If there's no empty seats or if the bus is filled, they just stand up. They will not go and sit even beside themselves. And I think it's because of COVID. Then the 4 seats. I sit on the 4 seat. People come and join me on the 4 seat. In fact, we've been there 3 people and I was the only person of color. So I've not experienced. Some say when they sit in the bus, when they see them and they sit beside them, they'll just stand up. The one that has the 4, I've met someone there before. I sat beside the person, nobody stood up. In fact, someone also came to join us, and I've not experienced such. And I don't live in a very big city. We as a family, we have not experienced such. In fact, let me tell you, Germans are very quiet people. Like, they are the type that they don't talk to people and all that, hello. But when you get close to them, they are very, very, very nice people. And I can tell from the very few I'm related with. And they don't joke with children. Do you know the number of times I've taken my son out and will come home with one gift or the other? You will just be going, like I'll just be going with the stroller with my son. And it's usually they are elderly people, the ones that you think, okay, they'll be the ones to even do this. No, you will see them even on their wheelchair. They will stop you, remove candy for my son. It's always the case. Whenever I'm going out, they will stop me. I want to talk to my son. Even though I don't understand the Java, I'll just tell them, oh, my Java is not so good and all that. They'll just smile. I know. I went to the park recently with my friend and her baby. This man should be maybe in his 60 something, was coming on a bicycle. He saw me and my friend seated with the baby. He stopped his bicycle in front of us to gist with us. We had to turn, our baby was sleeping, we had to turn the baby to him. He looked at the baby and was saying a lot of things. We were just gisting, even though his English was not very good. He had to tell us that he studied English over 60 something years in school. We laughed and all that. My friend was like, they don't joke with children here. She even said in Yoruba, one for more sharing you, they don't joke with children. You are going out, they are very friendly people. I've never experienced it. So I can even cite examples. People just think, okay, maybe something happens coincidentally, then you feel it's because I'm black, that's why they treated me that way. I don't think so. Let me take for example. So what happens to, for example, from my own country, I stayed in Lagos, and you see incidents where a landlord, maybe for example, an Igbo landlord who said he's not giving his house to a Yoruba person. So what is that? But we don't take it to heart because we feel, oh, we're the same. But if you see such treatment here, you feel it's because you're a person of color. An Igbo man, a landlord will tell you he's not giving his house to a Yoruba man. Why? A Yoruba man will tell you, no, I'm not giving my house to an Igbo or an Hausa person. What do we call that? What do we call that? And you don't blame them. Well, you just, in fact, I've had instances of my friends who say, oh no, I saw a very nice apartment, fine house somewhere in Ajaba, somewhere in this, but the landlord said they are not giving me because I'm Igbo. What do we do? So we'll just say, now wow, you just like brush it off. But imagine such treatments here, even though you're not even getting the treatment, but maybe you sit down, someone just like me stand up and you say because you're a person of color. Meanwhile, even from your own country, they treat you badly too, but you don't take it to heart. So I think is when you count all these things, because I've seen it, they do it to themselves. So I don't count it, we don't count it. There was a time in the bus that the two seats that I was talking about, a white lady was sitting, a German, and another German came to sit beside her, and she told the person to stand up. Yes, me and my husband looked at each other and we just laughed. Like, she told the person to stand up because there's corona. So the person stood up. Yes, the person stood up. And imagine if that was done to someone like me, we will say it's because of our color. It's not. I have not experienced racism. My husband has not experienced racism. In fact, they've been very nice and kind to us. I'm not blaming those that they've experienced it. I don't know if it actually exists or not. But I've seen videos of people saying they treated them badly because of their color. They sat in the bus and people stood up. For me, I don't live in a big city, so you don't say maybe because I live in a big city, that's why it's not being done, that's why I've not experienced it and all. No, I don't live in a very big city and I have never experienced such. In fact, when I'm going, they are very nice, very kind, always giving my son things, always gifting him stuff in the bus. Unless when it's the two chairs, they don't sit beside you, and it's general, they don't sit beside me. But if it's the one with the four chairs, they know one person cannot be in all the four chairs. They will sit beside you, and they used to sit beside me too. In my own opinion, and with what I have experienced, I have not experienced racism in any form. The same way an Igbo man who said he's not giving a Yoruba man his house, I don't see any different. The same, some even go as far as religion. My husband, yes, there was a time when he just got to Lagos, he was looking for accommodation, and he saw an accommodation, and the landlord said, because you are Christian, I cannot give you my house. He doesn't give his house to Christian. But we go on with our life. We don't start putting it online, we don't start shouting and all that. So it is everywhere. So whether you are experiencing or just, to me, as far as nobody is coming to you to point at you, to curse you, to tell you this, you are black, you are this, whatever it is, just feel like, just don't overthink it, just overlook it, because it happens everywhere, even in your own country, whether directly or indirectly, it happens. So I don't want to bore you guys too much, but I just said let me come and pour my own experience, what I and my household have experienced so far. Let me share my own. We have not experienced racism in any way in Germany so far. and I think I'll just end this video here. All right, thank you guys for always, and please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like this video, leave your comments if you're currently in Germany and you've experienced such, and why do you think is because you're a person of color and that was why that treatment was meted out to you. I want to know. Let me see. You can leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and please share with your family and friends. Thank you, and until we come your way next time, bye and love you.